Welcome to the Strong Women's Club, Season 3, Episode 15. Hi, everybody. This is Edie Berg. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We are in the middle of 2017 when I'm recording this. It's the end of the year already. Can you believe it? It's holiday season for a lot of us. Things are feeling like they're kind of winding down. Families are getting together. Parties are being planned. People are going away on long vacations. Even in Israel, although our big holidays are in September and October, December still has that kind of feeling of looking back on what we did and looking forward on what's coming up for us. And as soon as New Year's Eve is over, we are ready with renewed energy to get into our businesses, be on fire, getting a lot more leads, getting healthier and more productive, and eating better and sleeping more. So as it pertains to your business and to your health schedule, I am here to help you out. And I'm having an end-of-year offer on strategy sessions and business coaching just to fill up 3 more spots. So if you want to get a strong head start on 2018, we can do it together. I know that being an entrepreneur can be really overwhelming and it can be tiring. And sometimes it feels like there's nobody to talk to and nobody to ask advice and to brainstorm with, and sort of wish like you had a partner you could just think things through with and get lots of answers to your questions, so that you will have clarity and confidence and not be totally overwhelmed and overworked and tired. So I can help you with those things, with the clarity, with the planning and the prioritizing, and with getting started. A lot of my available spots are filled, as I said, but not all of them. So if you were at all thinking about having a business coach at the beginning of this year, at the end of 2017 and the beginning of 2018, or even just a strategy session or two to get you pointed in the right direction and help you plan your next few actions, set up a call with me and see if this is a good fit for you. Wherever you are in the world, all of this type of work, by the way, I do on Skype or on Zoom, even if you're in Israel locally. It just saves a lot of time for both of us. There's no commuting. There's no getting in and out of the car and getting organized and looking for parking and settling down after. So there's really no time wasted. And plus, you get a recording of our meetings. So you can go back and refer to whatever we talked about later, whenever you want. And, you know, I actually really like to do this for myself as well. I go back and listen to sessions that I had with my business coach, and I can hear how much I've progressed since then. And that's a fantastic feeling. You really get like, you know, wow, like even just for that amazing feeling of progress that we as entrepreneurs really rarely get. It always feels like a battle. And every stage that we get to, it always feels like we're a little bit behind. So even just for that, it's worth it if you ask me. For that, to contact me is just the same way as always. You can do it on Facebook or on LinkedIn or all the social media, or you can just write to me an email. That's probably the easiest thing. It's Edie, at thestrongwomensclub.com. You can find that also on my website, thestrongwomensclub.com. So let's get over to today's conversation. Today's guest is Chris Freytag. Her website and business are called Get Healthy You, where you is the letter U. Chris and I are about the same age, and her clients are also over 40. But you know that 40 is the new 30, and so is 50. 50 is also the new 30. Well, right? Maybe 31. I mean, but who really wants to be 30 anyway? I don't. I'm happy now. But back to our point, Chris has a new model of teaching fitness online. In addition to the tons and tons of content she has on Get Healthy You, she also has Get Healthy You TV, which live streams new classes straight from her studio every week. So we talk about how she does that. We talk about how she markets it, if she's making any money from it, and all the other interesting details that go along with building a big, profitable fitness business with a small staff and a lot of drive. And Chris also mentions towards the end of the interview a coupon code for a discount if you're interested in joining her membership site and doing some of her classes online. So pay attention for that. So let's get over now to my conversation with Chris Freytag from Get Healthy You. Chris Freytag, thank you so much for coming onto the Strong Women's Club podcast. It's going to be fun talking to you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So we're going to talk all about your business today, which is what I love to talk about. I love to talk about fitness and business and health and the junction between the two. I feel like I have a soulmate in you because you and I are the same age. And it's not that often when that happens with me here when I get to talk to somebody who I can really relate to very well. So I'm very excited about that. So let's talk about your business and how you started it, and then we'll get into the details of what it is exactly.
Great. Yeah. Well, like you said, we are both the same age. Typically, when you think fitness, you think younger, right?
Yeah, I don't, but I guess other people do.
Other people
Yeah.
do. So I graduated from college in the 80s, and there was no really path for fitness back then. My college counselor told me to pick something that was a quote unquote career. So
Mm.
I did major in journalism. Communication was really something I loved, broadcast journalism. I loved writing. And so I kind of started down that path for a while and had some really interesting jobs and had some wonderful mentors. But fitness was I guess now in today's world, they call it your side hustle, right? So I was teaching aerobics on the side. I loved that. I loved the whole group thing. And in the late 80s was when women started to lift weights in the weight room and really, start to explore that side. And so I decided to become a personal trainer. And that's when I kind of took the leap from having a job in journalism to being a full-time personal trainer and group fitness instructor. That was a big leap. I was married. My husband, was like, okay, we can do this. And I had a lot of clients because of my group fitness connection. I had a lot of people who came to my classes. So it worked out really well for me. Then after, like a decade of training, I decided once my 3 kids were, able to make it to preschool or at least to daycare, I started expanding my business and adding back in the journalism side. And I kind of started as a consultant. I was working for a lot of different fitness companies. I started doing video quite honestly, because video like 10 years ago was very new and there were very few personal trainers who could not only talk the talk of a personal trainer, but then say it on camera.
Yeah.
So it kind of became a little niche for me. I was working with a lot of fitness manufacturing companies of equipment and fitness accessories and all different things. And then I just kind of grew it into what it is now. Once people became quote unquote bloggers, I started a website, which is now more of a content website. The other thing I did, Edie, was I really loved group fitness. That's always been a part of my heart. Like I love group exercise. I found that it was my best motivator, my best community, my best, place where I could, where I stayed consistent. And so I started making fitness VHS tapes back in the day.
Yeah.
And the very first one I made, I did myself. I paid for it. I made it. I called a company that was actually based in Minneapolis where I live, and they were the largest catalog company for fitness videos back in the day when you bought things out of catalogs. I called the woman up. I said, I'm a local talent. You don't know me. I made a video. Can you put it in your catalog? And she said, she was really nice. She said, yeah, I support local talent. I got my video in her catalog. And by doing that, I was contacted by some large companies to make videos for them because they saw my video. And that's kind of when the whole video thing opened up for me about 10 years ago.
I love that. That's incredible. That's such a good lesson right there, really, because I'm sure it wasn't that easy for you to call up and sell yourself in that way and say, it's, you're kind of vulnerable at that moment and they could say no to you and you don't want to have a disappointment. You don't want to fail. You've put money into it. So what gave you the bravery to say, I'm just going to go and try it?
Because I had to sell it. After I'd spent all this money producing it. And I had my girlfriends, like a couple of were in the background for no money. And my makeup artist did it for no money. And I was really scraping pennies. And so I was like, I have to sell some VHS tapes so I can get my money back, from manufacturing it. So that's how I got the guts to call her. And truly one of the most amazing women, ran the largest fitness video catalog for decades, called Collage Video. And they're still around online. But that was a huge break for me. And then when I started getting, by luck, these people had seen my video. They were looking for a talent and they ordered my video and said, hey, we like that girl, and started calling me. And then it kind of started a whole business for me for a while where I made dozens and dozens of fitness workouts.
Wow. So these were all aerobics, or what kind of style was it that you were doing?
Yeah, well, back in the early, 2000, it was aerobics, as we like to call it now. But now most online workouts are, a lot of them are circuits and intervals and more, boot camp style weightlifting, all different kinds of styles. Now I do. But back in the day, they were very dancey aerobics.
That's so funny. I just when I think about the amount of hours I did step and the amount of hours I did, like lifetimes I spent doing those same things, the step side, step V, step, like, oh my God, like things are so different now. I do CrossFit and I do a little bit of yoga and a little bit of running, but mainly CrossFit. And it's so different. I mean, things have really, improved a lot. To my life. Okay, so you started doing videos and they started becoming popular and you're selling VHS tapes or somebody else was already selling your tapes. And then when did you start the website, the Get Healthy You?
The Get Healthy You. Well, so I was, like I said, kind of being an independent contractor. So I was working for different fitness companies, doing little video clips for them, maybe demonstrating how to use their fitness equipment or whatever it might be. And then I was working for Prevention Magazine, making all of their VHS tapes for them back in the day. And I became a contributing editor for them and I was writing for them. So and then I wrote a couple books for Rodale Publishing. And so things just kind of evolved over time. Like I'm always telling, my kids are in their 20s and I'm always talking to these younger girls and I'll tell them like, listen, if you were to ask me back in 1987 what I would be doing in 2017, I could have never imagined this because there was no internet.
Right.
So, I always tell them like, you don't know what's going to happen in the next 30 years. This has been 25 years of my career. And now I'm 52 and people, oh, you've got this great business. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't have it when I was 25,
right.
So anyway, to get back on track, I started, as I was doing a lot of writing, and like I said, I'm a journalist by heart, by trade. I got into the blogging sphere when people started, websites started as online resumes, right? They were just stagnant.
Right.
And then people started this concept of blogging where you would update it, every couple of days or once a week. And I started a blog. And then slowly but surely I was updating it more than once a week. And then I was updating it daily. And then it just kind of grew, it morphed into something more than just a blog. And it became a content website over the last, 3 years.
So, okay. So for about 3 years, you've been aggregating not only your content, but other people's content as well?
Well, I hired editors who write for me and for our website so that we could really control the content. I didn't, when I got into the website world, which is again, something I fell into, I didn't necessarily want to create this website, but I started doing it. And I got really good advice that, you need good content. It starts with content, and all these people want to throw up, a blog and they want to make ad dollars. Right. And I was always told, listen, you are not going to get any Google SEO, search engine optimization unless you have good content. So I wanted to control the content and not just get content from anybody and not know if I could trust it. Mm-hmm. So I hired my own editors. I have 4 women who work for me now, 2 marketing, 2 editors that write with me. Yeah, that's how that website grew into something more.
That's really great. Okay, so let's go over the website just a little bit. So at the moment, as far as Get Healthy you have 4 people writing, right, or 4 editors, as well as yourself.
4 total. Yeah, 4 total. 2 marketing, 2 writing.
Okay, cool. And then who else is working on this site? Like how many other staff do you have on this site? Because I know you have another site we're going to talk about in a minute, but on this one.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all I can afford right now. I have 4 full-time people and we're kind of jack of all trades.
Oh, it's a lot. Like full-time is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Each of them, help with social media and, email marketing and everything that we do. And so we just kind of really all roll up our sleeves. And I tell the girls who all work for me are all wonderful and they're younger and they're vibrant. And I tell them all the time, listen, I'm not above doing any job here. I'll roll up my sleeve and I'll do anything. You tell me, I'll put stuff in an envelope and put a stamp on it. So, right. We kind of have that mentality of like everybody pitches
Everybody's doing everything. And are they local to you or are they virtual?
All local.
Oh, cool. Local. So you guys work together? Do you like sit next to each other and work or?
Yep. I finally, it's been baby steps. So now we have an office and we all sit together in the same office. And in the office is where I film some of, as we talk about workouts, I film some of the workouts. I have like a little area that is good for filming. You wouldn't know that it was as little of an area as it is if you actually saw it.
But that's enough for you to do some, make some examples of certain exercises or.
Well, we do full-on workouts for the membership site there, but I'll tell you about that.
Oh yeah, okay. So, all right. So that's super interesting. That's a good point that you don't need to have. It doesn't have to be super fancy to be very good, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, everybody told me content matters. You have to have good content. You have to be sincere. You have to be authentic. I'm really marketing to women our age. And I think women our age who are in their late 40s, 50s, 60s, they want to be relevant. Like they're not looking to wear a bikini on the beach next week. I mean, maybe, but that's not necessarily their goal. They want to feel relevant. They want to feel fit. They want to feel. And so I really wanted to, I'm so passionate about helping people. I wanted to make sure that my content was good, authentic content, that I wasn't just curating content from wherever on the web that I didn't know if it was valuable or worthy.
All right. So you have different verticals here on this, different sections. You have fitness, you have food, you have lifestyle, you have a lot of content. And then, okay, TV, I think that's the second section that we're going to talk about, challenges. So people can sign up here to your website, right, to your newsletter, I'm guessing. And then,
correct.
And then what happens once they sign up?
Once they sign up, they become a part of the community. So we hope. And what we do is we send out newsletters twice a week with information, and everything from fitness to health to lifestyle to recipes to healthy cooking to just, our target market is, some 30-year-olds, 40s, 50s, 60s in terms of female, to explore their health and get on that health journey. I'm always trying to help people better understand their bodies and what they're eating and hopefully make that step to a healthier journey. We make money off the ad dollars and the partnerships that we do with brands, but the information on Get Healthy You is all free.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So let's talk about the partnerships. How do you do that?
So basically, well, first of all, ad dollars come from traffic on the website. So we have a lot of Google traffic, which is great. Secondly, partnerships just are with brands that if a brand, and we get asked, I get asked by lots of different brands, some that I don't want to partner with, some that I would love to partner with. So I'll partner with brands of products that I believe in, that I either eat or I wear, or I would trust, or I use in my home. And we'll do things like, videos about the product or with the product, or we'll write like, for instance, I'll use Champion bras, sports bras. I remember when the first sports bra came to be.
Yeah,
you and I can remember when they were invented, quote unquote. Right. And so I partnered with Champion Bra, and we talked about the history of the jog bra and like how it came to be. And then we created a workout video wearing Champion workout bras. So we do these partnerships with products that we believe in, and we get paid for that.
Okay. And then, so where are the videos? Are they also on the site, or videos are on your other site?
All on Get Healthy You. They're all, we do have a bunch of free video embedded into all of our articles. Oh, cool. So it might be a workout. It might be an informational video. It might be a recipe video showing you how to make a recipe. But the whole concept of Get Healthy You is a content website you can come to for free to get information. Okay.
And all of those videos are made in your office?
Most of them, 99% of them for Get Healthy You are made in our office. Yep. And we do it ourselves with our iPhone or our DSLR camera.
Yeah. Okay, great. And then do you send them off to get edited, or are they not really edited?
That's why I hired the fourth girl, because it was too expensive to hire out editing. So I hired a gal who's like, she's amazing. She knows, she's a millennial. She's not afraid. She just gets on the computer and she figures out how to edit an iMovie or using Canva or using Adobe. Yeah. She figures it all out. And so we make everything ourselves.
Okay. I really like that, because that's something that somebody can actually do. You don't need to have a lot of capital behind you to, before you start.
And you can learn. Everybody I hired didn't know any of this prior to that, but they're all really smart people who have the capability of learning. And, people in their 20s are better with computers than, God, my kids are always like, Mom, come on, don't you know how to do this or that? So it's like very doable. You don't have to outsource everything and spend all this money.
So when you, and you built it slowly, so that you didn't have to go to, did you have to get into debt before you started this? Did you have to get like loans for this or anything like that?
Well, I never got a loan, because my husband always said to me when I said, I thought I wanted investors. And he said, listen, once you get investors, they own part of your business. It becomes very complicated. So everything's kind of been bootstrapping. Mm-hmm. So yes, there have been times when I have been a little nervous. There are lots of times when I don't pay myself ever. But I then, have been able to kind of make it solvent and, keep a business plan with making sure that what's coming in is going out. So we built slowly. I started blogging in 2004. And it didn't really become a big website for me until, or whenever the internet was, I don't even know when the internet became.
Well, it was
but
before that, but yeah. Okay. So talking about Facebook, do you have a Facebook element to what you're doing, like a Facebook group or something like that?
Well, actually, yes. So I have a Facebook page, which I've always posted my quote unquote blogs and now articles. And Facebook has changed, as you know, over the years. So it used to be so easy to drive traffic back to your website. It's not anymore.
Now nothing.
They want to keep their traffic on Facebook. So that's why I started focusing more on Google traffic. But that being said, social media is a very big part of visibility and community. Not only do I have a Facebook page where we do post videos and we do post links to articles, but we did start a group, which is only for the members of my membership website, the other side of my business, which is the gethealthyutv.com. And that's a membership for streaming workouts. And we do have a private group for that. And it's very engaged.
Wow. Okay. So this is another way that you're making money. So far we have the Google ads, and the partnerships with the brands. And now we're going to talk about, Get Healthy You TV.
Yes.
So there's a link here on part of your menu on your website. And let's go to that and talk about it. So when did you start this section, and how is it technically, how do you do it?
Okay, so we started 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in January. And I was coming off of a time period where I'd been making fitness videos for lots of different companies, Prevention Magazine, Anchor Bay Publishing, Exercise TV, and all of this content I did not own. It's somebody else's. They paid me. So people, I had grown a fan base, and they would ask me, when's your next workout? When's your next workout? When's your next DVD? And I just kept knowing, this was 3 years ago, that DVDs were kind of on the out. You know, I didn't even have a DVD player at my house anymore or in my computer. So I started thinking, okay, how am I going to handle this? Because I don't want to manufacture DVDs. They're too expensive and they can become obsolete. So I figured out that I wanted to do some sort of a membership website where people could just stream my workouts. They could come online and get access to the workouts by streaming. So it took me literally a year to put it together, because I started trying to explore avenues and partners on that side of the business, because I was trying to figure out, could I do it myself or did I need a partner? Because it is a lot of technical stuff. You have to make sure the videos actually stream properly. You have to make sure you're taking in, the credit cards and everything is safe. You have to manage the continuity of people renewing. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. So it took me a while to kind of figure out what I was going to do. And I do have a partner on that side of the business, which just made it then financially feasible for me, because I think it would have been a really big undertaking to do by myself at that scale that I was doing.
Yeah. Okay. So this is really, people can buy a membership. Is your membership monthly or yearly, or how does that work? It can be
Our
either.
business model is annually. So we try to sell an annual membership. And what we do is we give an amazing deal for year one. It's a loss leader. We give people a deal of $20 for the first year, which sounds ridiculous, right? That's $1.16 per month. And so then at the end of that year, it's $134 for the month, which is still cheap. That's $11 a month, cheaper than
for the year. Yeah.
You're right. And so we sell an annual membership in its continuity. And then the renewals kick in, and all of our members who are really engaged, who got the $20 deal, are all renewing now at the $134, because it's an unbelievable steal. We have over 150 workouts online. We add a new one every single week, and we have a lot of community components. But again, I have a partner on this side of the business because it was a large financial undertaking, and I had to decide if I wanted to do it small scale by myself, where I would just have a couple members, or if I wanted to really take it big scale. We're up to 10,000 members now on our Get Healthy You TV side.
Oh, that's great. I'm so happy about it. Okay. And I still don't understand how it's done though. So people can, once they buy a membership, they go on and they watch these classes live, or both live and taped?
Both live and taped. So what happens is when you become a member, you log in. So when you go to the website, you go up in the upper corner, it says log in. You log in with your membership information, and you have access to all the workouts at that point. If you look at the programs, there's a program area. Those are the pre-recorded videos that are all accessed for what we call our premium members. We have 2 levels of membership. So we add new programs every quarter. So every quarter we're adding 4 to 5 different workouts in a program. So all of those are filmed and then added every quarter. We also have calendars. Lots of people, what I've found in my 25 years of fitness is people like a plan.
Right.
And being a personal trainer, people like a plan. They don't want to just wake up and go, I don't know what to do today. People want to say, I want a calendar that tells me every day what workout to do. So as you notice, we also have a lot of workout calendars on our website, which is a unique feature to Get Healthy UTV in terms of streaming services. Then there's a tab called the Live tab over there, and that's our second membership, which is a gold membership. If you are a gold member, we do a live workout every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time, and people can watch it live. And lots of people do it with us live. It's a really fun element to the workout, but it goes into your account. So if you don't watch it live, you could watch it 3 hours later or a day later or a week later. So if you are a gold member, every single week, you are getting a brand new workout deposited into your account. And there are 5 different trainers that do those workouts.
Okay. So, and is there an element where do they have any way of is it a two-way of contacting you guys when you're doing the videos live? Do they have a way of getting in touch with you or of commenting or
yes,
saying
they
something?
can comment. They can comment, and people do. Like they'll say, I'm having fun or whatever. Lots of people comment right after because they're in the middle of working out. So they don't want to stop and go to their computer and, type in a comment. So usually when the workout ends, we get lots of comments like, holy cow, holy buckets, holy bananas. You know what I mean? Depending on who's leading
because
the
that's
workout.
really important. It's important for them to know each other, that they're not just by themselves in their houses. I mean, that's what we want, really.
Right. And we have a Facebook group. So this group is about 2,500, 3,000 women strong. And they are, when I say active, like I'm talking, there's 50 to 100 posts a day in that group of people sharing information. We follow the calendars together in that group. I go in that group every single day, as well as the 5 other trainers to comment and talk to people. And it's really engaged. You know what, Edie, the most rewarding thing for me has been people write success stories in there. They'll be like, I've never had a workout buddy, and now I feel so close to you guys, and I'm working out every day, and I've lost 10 pounds, and blah blah blah, and it's just exciting.
It's fantastic. The level of satisfaction for you is going to be, you must be in just over the moon with that, because really that's what we want. We want people to be happy, to have great relationships, feel good in their bodies, be strong, be empowered, be confident.
And so in the first year of our business, we only had the programs. When Get Healthy UTV was in the first year, we only had programs that we pre-recorded every quarter. And, I did a lot of filming in the very beginning just to get a whole bunch of content up there. I have different trainers that do some of the workouts. Then we added the live element in year 2. So that really gave it a whole nother life. Like I said, we have 2 levels of membership, but 80% of our members are gold members because it's so fun to get a new workout every single week. And the live workouts were a little bit more joking with each other and talking kind of fun, silly, as opposed to the programs are fairly, we keep it pretty serious, professional.
Right.
So you kind of get 2 elements to the different workouts.
Okay. I think I haven't seen this anywhere else. I think it's a great idea. I'm sure it's very I can see why it's so popular and also so inexpensive that it is really a no-brainer. Especially for people who, don't have access to a gym, or they just don't want to go to the gym, or they don't want to go at regular times, and it's hard to get out of the house. I mean, there's so many reasons for people to be able to work out in their homes or in their home gyms. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say is a lot of our members, we survey them all the time to find out what's going on. And we have a ton of women who work full time, who have families, who are caring for grandkids or whatever it might be. And they're busy and they want to work out at home. We have a ton of members who belong to a gym also, but they use Get Healthy UTV 2 to 3 days a week when, because they don't go every day to the gym, or when they're in a hotel room, or when, they're unable to get to the gym. One of the things, though, being group fitness has been always, like I said, my kind of heart and soul. A lot of people tell me they don't know what to do when they're at home. They're not motivated. Like they're staring at the wall going, well, should I do some bicep curls? Like, what should I do? So when you have a plan, when okay, I'm going to turn on this video, and for 30 minutes, we have workouts that are 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45, and an hour. You can say, I got 20 minutes. I'm going to pick a 20-minute workout, and I'm just going to work hard for 20 minutes. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, it's over. I did it, and somebody's telling you what to do and instructing you through it. And it makes it really fun.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Okay, good. So what's next? What else? Where are you going to take it from here? What's your next step?
Well, the Get Healthy UTV is really my baby. I mean, that's a big undertaking. And when I joined with my marketing partner, they agreed with me. They do membership websites. That's kind of their specialty. Mm-hmm. And I do fitness. So we married together because they kind of have the ins and outs and the history of like what works with a membership website. And I have the information of what works with women's fitness. But they told me this was a 3-year endeavor. And so believe me, I am pouring my heart and soul and my sweat. I'm getting more wrinkles every year because, it isn't like people go, oh, that's so great that you're doing that. Isn't that fun? I'm like, let me tell you, it's a ton of work.
Yeah.
Financially, emotionally, mentally, but I'm so passionate about it. And nothing is better than hearing from women who are telling me that they're finding a way to get on this health journey that they never have done before. And they're meeting that, they're feeling like they're capable and they're relevant and they can do it. And so, what's next for me is to continue to grow Get Healthy UTV and to continue to give women the opportunity at an affordable price to work out in their homes.
Tell me something. What have you tried that hasn't worked so well?
Lots of things.
Like, for example, no, because I think people, this is a great success story and you've been working on it. It's not like an overnight thing. You've been working on it hard and for a while and you're not afraid to say that. But I'm wondering, like, what have you tried that really just, that after a while you realize it was like, you didn't want to pour more time and money into that?
Well, I'm not necessarily that like I tried something and then it didn't work. It's just along the way, I've had a lot of bumps, like starting a website. It takes a lot before you have enough traffic to support ad revenue. And so along the way, we've made hiccups where we've said, oh, we started with this ad company and, nope, that's not working. Now we got to switch. Or we started with this hosting service for our website. Next thing you know, the website's crashing because too many people are going online. So now I have to actually pay more money. Like all of a sudden it's like, oh, I can't use this cheap hosting service. I need to spend more money. Or, it's like, I need somebody to help me with this or with that or the technical side. So it's taking these baby steps and making mistakes along the way and going, okay, this works. This isn't working. This works. This isn't working. And I have continued on the side. I also, like you, I do a ton of corporate speaking. I sell stuff on Home Shopping and have for the last decade. I'm constantly out there doing different things to also bring in revenue to support the website. So it's been a major journey of hiccups and mistakes and things that I've done wrong or hired the wrong person or taken the wrong avenue and gone, nope, that doesn't work. Let's turn and go this way. And some of it I've lost money. Some of it I've made money. It's just trying to be smart along the way. My husband always told me, and very rightfully so, he said, always be in charge of your checkbook and, always know what's going on with your checkbook and your marketing plan. You need to know what's going on with that, to make sure that your business is solvent.
Okay, great. So how can people find you and join Get Healthy UTV or just have a look at all of your free content as well? Where's the best place? How do they get to you?
Well, Get Healthy U is the letter U. So gethealthy.com. And that's all free. You can join the newsletter. You can, check out all the articles and all the information that we offer on there. And we do challenges and different stuff on Get Healthy U for free. Get Healthy UTV is gethealthy.com. And Edie, I can give you a unique link where people can go to a join page. And when they could put in a coupon code. So I'll tell you what it is, but I can give it to you. It's go.gethealthyutv.com/gold. I know that's a mouthful.
I'm writing it down and I'll put it in the show notes for everybody. So it's go.gethealthyutv.com/gold.
Yeah. And you can start it with HTTP, forward.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the link where you can join, and the coupon code is Chris Gold 20. So it's CHRIS, my name, Gold, GOLD 20. And it will change when you click apply. It'll take the annual price from $134 down to $20.
Wow.
And that is for a year. And people always say to me, like, wait, did you say year? Yes, I said a year. You get a full year to try it. Now, after a year, it will renew at $134, but you can cancel. If you aren't using it, you can cancel anytime.
Okay. How did you get to the 20?
How did we come up with the 20 number? with my marketing partner. It's, like I said, they've been doing this for 15 other verticals that have nothing to do with fitness, but they have the statistics and the numbers and the analysts and the, spreadsheets after spreadsheet after spreadsheet to see how it financially can be solvent. And that's just been the business model that worked best for us. A monthly membership is really hard because there's so much attrition.
Yes.
So, that's been the best way. And that number got picked through tons of stats and analytics with other membership websites.
Okay, good. So Chris Freytag, so nice to talk to you. I'm going to have to check this out. I love the way that you have this streaming and live TV, and video has always been the place to be. And even more so now.
Well, and what's interesting, Edie, is 2 years ago when I started this streaming, when it was like painful to tell people what I was doing, because they'd say like, wait, what are you doing? And I said, well, I have a streaming service. And they'd say, well, what is streaming? 2 years ago, people didn't know what streaming was, at least my age.
Right.
Now, when anyone asks me, Chris, what do you do? I say, I have a membership website that streams workouts. They go, oh, that's all I have to see. And people understand it. So technology is absolutely crazy, right?
Yeah.
How it changes. But it's really fun for me to be talking to you halfway across the world. And that's the other thing that I love, is that when I sold DVDs, people would say, oh, I live in Canada. Oh, I live in Australia. How can I get your DVD? And it would be like, well, it costs $100 to ship it to you and it doesn't work in your DVD player.
Right.
And now it's like, there's no, you can anywhere in the world, you can stream my workouts. And unfortunately, we don't have it in different languages, but I get messages from people in, different countries, in Israel, in, Dubai, in, Australia, in England, in France, saying they're doing these workouts. And that to me is just absolutely amazing. Our world has no walls.
It's so true. No limit. There's no limit to what we can do now. Thanks, Chris. Such a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you so much for having me as a guest. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much to Chris Freytag for coming onto the show and for giving us that great coupon code, which is Chris Gold 20. Now, if you are ready to accelerate your business and save yourself some time, money, and heartache, then just send me that email and we'll see what suits you best. And make sure you take good care of yourselves over the holiday season. Try to keep your routines, both your walking and your exercise, and what you eat and how much you eat, and try to keep your patience when you're with your family. And about the presents, don't forget that they're nice, but they're not the main event. The main event is to be present with your loved ones now and actually through the whole year, right? So stay smart and stay strong. להתראות, everybody.